Hi everybody. In this video, I'm going to go over my route that I'm going to be taking when I move. One of the things I'm going to be doing is each night I stop, I'm going to be giving you guys the option to come meet me if you happen to be in one of the states that I'm stopping in. When you see where I'm going to be giving you guys the town that I'm going to be stopping in for the night. And if you guys are interested in having a meetup, go ahead and message me either on message me privately on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I have like all of those. Preferably Facebook, just because it's easier to keep everything together in that app. But whichever it is, I'm not going to actively say I'm going to this place and I'm going to wait and see if anyone wants to show up. I'm only going to show up somewhere if someone actively wants to come, wants to meet up and just have a chat. If no one wants to meet up that night, I'm just going to be grabbing food somewhere and staying in the hotel. But if someone wants to meet up, I will grab food from and eat in some place where someone can come and meet me. Pretty much send me a message through one of the various amounts of social media that I have. The links are in the description as usual that you'll be able to click on and find. So if you so in this video, I'm going to give details of the date that I'm leaving and the towns that you can come to, and you can come hang out and see me if you would like. Sorry, you won't be able to meet Tybalt when I get to the town that I'm staying in. I'm going to be dropping him off at the hotel, as I don't want to drag him around as much as any more than I'm already going to be dragging him around, the poor guy. And I'm obviously not going to give away what hotel I'll be staying at. So unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to meet him because I just don't want him to be even more stressed out than he'll already be having to go do, 10-hour drives. I'm going to be showing maps, so you'll be able to see exactly what route I'm taking, and you'll see how long it's going to take me to drive. Most of the days that I'm driving are about 9.5 hours, so that's how much time I'm going to be driving. All right, so here you go, and now I'm going to show you the map. And so here, as you can see, the map of most of the United States and my route. The grand total of hours is 39 hours, which last time took me 4 days. It's going to take me 4 days, but I'm making a couple of stops. So in total, I'm going to be doing roughly about 6 days. And it's a total of 2,679 miles. Give or take. You could see North Haven all the way at the top right corner and Tucson all the way down into the way bottom left corner. You could see how close it is to the border of Mexico. Starting in North Haven, I'll be taking the Parkway, and I'm going to be taking it through New York on the Hutch and 287 until I get to 81. And my first stop will be York, Pennsylvania. Now that is only a 5-hour drive, but I'm going to be visiting one of my best friends before I leave, since I won't be seeing her for a long time. I will be leaving on the 6th of January, and then I'll be with her until Sunday morning, which is the 8th, and that's when my real trip begins, is January 8th, after I visit my friend. I haven't decided if I was going to meet anybody in New York, Pennsylvania, because I really want to just spend the time with my friend. But if enough people will show interest, I might be able to squeeze a little bit of time before I meet up with her. You'll just have to let me know. Here is the second section of my trip, and this starts January 8th, which is Sunday. I leave York, Pennsylvania, and I will end my day on Cookeville, Tennessee. I didn't want to stop in a large city, mostly because I don't want to deal with the kind of traffic that I would be dealing with. So I picked something just outside of Nashville. Plus, Nashville is a little bit too far away. So you can see this portion will be almost 10 hours of driving. It's going to be about 641 miles. The approximate time that I'll arrive in Cookeville, Tennessee is going to be roughly around 6 p.m. So that'll be the time that I could meet up with anybody if they're interested. So once I arrive in Cookeville, Tennessee, I would get myself a hotel room and drop off my cat, because I'll have Tybalt with me, and then I'll go find some place to eat. And that'll be where the meetup will happen, if there is one. So again, you would let me know, and I would pick a place, or go to a suggested place to eat, since I'll be meeting people who are from the area. All right, here is the next day. This will be January 9th. I leave Cookeville, Tennessee, and I travel the entirety of Route 40 across Tennessee, Arkansas, and into Oklahoma. And that's where I'm going to be stopping at Henrietta, Oklahoma. It's just outside of Oklahoma City. Again, I'm avoiding city because, sometimes city prices are higher. And plus it's just slightly too far. So you could see that my drive time is going to be, again, close to 10 hours. And it's going to be about 667 miles. And again, as with every trip, once I reach Henrietta, Oklahoma, I will get the hotel for the night, drop off Tybalt, and then go to a place to get something to eat. And that is where another meetup will happen if there is a meetup, if someone is interested in meeting up with me. Again, you would contact me via Twitter or Facebook private message, just as I said before, and let me know when you would. And again, the estimated arrival time is roughly 6 p.m., depending on how quickly I get out the door in the morning. On to the next day. This will be January 10th. And as you can see, I continue to go straight across Route 40. And from Henrietta, I go across into Texas and then into New Mexico, where I stop for the night in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The time for this one is about 9 hours, a little bit more than 9 hours, and a total of 631 miles. The estimated arrival time is going to be, again, either 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. And if anybody is interested in meeting up, contact me, of course, and we will find a way to connect via where I stop to eat for the night. I will be in Albuquerque for a whole day after that, because I'll be doing something with Bad Drivers of Albuquerque, which will be really cool and fun. I'll be hanging out with him, and then I'll be leaving after that. Finally, here's the last day of the trip. It's going to be my shortest day. It's going to take almost 7 hours, a little over 6.5 hours to do, and about 449 miles. And from Albuquerque, I'm going to go on Route 25, go all the way down and hop on to Route 10 from there. This is all close to Texas, as you can see down there. And then from Route 10, I go straight into Tucson, Arizona. I will not be doing any meetups in Tucson. So Albuquerque will be the last day of any people who might want to meet up with me during my trip. So if you guys have any other questions or anything, you can comment down below. Definitely try to help out as much as possible. And again, you can contact me via Twitter or Facebook, private message, if you are interested in meeting up in one of these listed cities. Again, it is York, Cookeville, Tennessee, Henrietta, Oklahoma, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. I look forward to seeing anybody who is willing to stop by and say hello. It would be really cool. Thank you.